All day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. Fair Gama stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, liquor clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a penny hoe.
Over here empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, I was by the stove. Big inside this case is once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just want to be stable, tell my family.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's a nice explosive run to get things started there. And there's something about when it's a night game, it seems a little bit more, meaning a little bit broader, a little bit crisper, maybe even the hitting and the contact's a bit more because guys have been waiting all day long to get at each other. And the best coaches that I played for, they handle night games really well. And they're a different animal than day games because you have to wait so long, yet you still have to harness all that intensity and then let it go at the proper time.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Allen Bailey in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Third and long for Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll toss it to Hunt. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second down, Rivers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now Gordon on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Spins past him. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Able to push his way through. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And an alley to run. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for him. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with his first NFL pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Oh, nice move. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside. It's a lot longer run, and you've got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and hurt him out of bounds.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Rocket! Hey!
To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And his kick is good. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. 20. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And now the spin. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. He'll air this one toward Coleman. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A toss play to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Allen, the intended receiver. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Gun! Half!
Now Henning. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Henning. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This one from 46 yards out. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've come upon half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week. Makes last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll look to throw here. And go into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw on 2nd down. Rivers eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
Red. 12.
They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Anthony Hitchens coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now they'll run it on the Toms. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And all the way down to the 26. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Right 20. Right 20.
Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 18. On the counter, here's Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. 2nd down, Rivers. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Allen Bailey in there to get him for his second sack of the night. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Orange. Orange. Set. Guys, set. Green 80. White. 12. 80 high.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken on the 25. Fancy footwork at the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Henny now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. And it's complete to Kelce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah,
what happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, left.
They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A second down throw for Rivers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
Hey, Delta! Cluster.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Hey, Delta!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Forced out to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Third and goal for Rivers. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Chiefs, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready.